Of course, not only that, it's the Old Brits Podcast. From wherever you get your podcasts, all you have to do is put the Old Brits Podcast, and we appear as if by magic. You can get involved with the show anytime you like. You can email us. It's oldgitsandhits@gmail.com, or find us all over social media. Just again, as I say, look for Old Gits and Hits, and add a point before Chris gets onto his subject here. Just something to add. That's the charity cyclist Mavis Patterson, who's going to turn 85, is now at the moment, as we speak, talking about Scotland. She's on a 1,030-mile, month-long tour of Scotland in memory of her 3 children. 85.
Good for her. Bravo.
So well done to her.
Brilliant stuff. Absolutely. Listen, boys, our American cousins have discovered something.
I love the way you say boys.
Well, you know, I've got to lie sometimes and just make you feel good, because let's be honest, the way you two look at the moment, you're obviously not feeling good inside yourself. So
we look like that old singer, Merle. What was his name? Merle. What was his surname?
I don't know. Who's that?
Merle Haggard.
Oh, well, you look haggard, all right. Yes.
So we look just like Merle Haggard today, all 3 of us. Yeah,
he was a good-looking man, though.
He
was a good-looking man, I reckon.
He probably was. Yes,
if he looks like us.
Just for namesake.
I was absolutely. Listen, our American cousins have discovered something that we've known for a very long time.
Oh,
yes. Oh. The joys and the virtues. Yes, yeah, getting old, yeah. The virtues of the humble crisp sandwich.
I love a crisp sandwich.
What do they call it, though?
Well, they call it crisp sandwich, apparently. Now, this is quite strange, because we've been harking on for the last... Yeah, we've been harking on for ages, saying, you know, it's crisps are chips, of course, and chips are fries and things like that. But apparently, they have cottoned on to the fact that a crisp sandwich is the way forward. It was in the New York Times, their cooking Instagram account or something like that, that someone was extolling the virtues of the new crisp sandwich, but they had a bit of a recipe for it, so they changed it. Oh yeah.
Come on, tell us what the recipe is.
It was a tuna melt, basically. But what they said was,
tuna melt.
I love a tuna melt, absolutely,
with sweet corn.
Yes, that's my favorite. Yes,
yes.
Now, if I go for it,
sorry, sweet corn should be a banned substance.
No,
not at all.
If I were the president, I would ban sweet corn along with celery.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on celery. I agree with you, celery. Yes,
and coriander.
Coriander's okay.
No, coriander. Coriander's a Marmite, isn't it? You either like it or hate it. I hate coriander. If I was president of the United States of America and the Prime Minister of the UK, I would ban 3 things: coriander, sweet corn, and celery. They would be banned substances. They would never be grown. It would be illegal to grow them.
Wow.
Hey, see, celery is one of the few products that actually you use more calories eating it than it actually contains.
Oh, exactly, a waste of time. I think it's awful stuff. But I disagree with you on the corn. Fantastic.
Oh yeah,
yes.
See, my sandwich. My sandwich of choice, if I was going to be asked for any sandwich at all, it would be tuna and sweet corn, tuna mayo.
I always go for tuna, mayo, and sweet corn.
Yeah.
Whenever I go anywhere for a sandwich, that's
corn. No, I'd rather eat my own cobs.
Well, we know about that, but at your age, you find it difficult. But
you're not that supple anymore, are you?
No, he's not that flexible anymore.
What he got up to when he was a youngster, he just can't do now.
No, I'm not that flexible anymore.
Can't do Wednesdays. I know. Fair enough.
Oh, brilliant. So the Americans have had this tuna melt, but they have added to it, boys. They've added to it to add some scrunch and stability. They have added just broken up crisps to their tuna melt, and they have now discovered something that's just blown their minds.
Well, I'm not sure. I've never tried crisps with tuna melt, because that would take away the crisp, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be crispy anymore, so you wouldn't have the crunch.
Well,
you add the crisps after you've melted the.
Yeah, you would do.
Yeah,
When you
that's the
try
only way
and
you can do
take
that.
the
But
when you
that-
try and
that
take the
might be
sandwich
worth
apart, it's difficult to get apart, isn't it? Because you've got a bit of cheese in there as well, no doubt. And
Yeah, all gooey. No, I think they've still got a bit to learn. I think the Americans are getting there. They're getting there, but they've got a bit to learn because you need to have two sandwiches. One which would be the tuna melt, and then a second sandwich next to it, which would be the crisp sandwich. Now that would be absolutely.
when we've broken America, as it were, and we're on tour, and
I think us and a lot of people would say it's already broke.
Yeah.
when we're on tour, when we get invited on the Letterman show,
Have they got a £2 bus journey in America?
Yeah, we'll invent that. We'll propose that when we're on the Letterman show, because our podcast is going to go viral there. When we're on the late night show with Seth, whatever his name is, and all this stuff, we can then extol the virtues of the proper crisp sandwich, and we will demonstrate it. We'll get a couple of slices of bread, bag of crisps, put a bit of spread on it, bit of butter or whatever. Bung the crisps in, give it, and you've got to squish it down, haven't you?
Oh yeah, got to squish it down.
See, as you well know, we have a lot of luck in our day, and we're only due on next week on the Late Late Show with James Corden, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
Yes, we were. We were booked up here next week. Yes.
We were booked. We said we can't make it to the week after next, so the flights are cheaper then. So we'll be there then.
Sorry about lives, that boys, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
But you're right that the humble crisp sandwich.
Yeah,
is the thing, isn't it? We had it when we were growing up, and if you want to make it a bit posher, you put cheese in there or something like that. But just a sandwich with crisps in.
So what do they sell it as? A crisp sandwich, or do they say it's got chips in it?
I know depends where you're coming from, because some people have actually embraced the phrase of crisps, which I think is brilliant. But other people, when replying to it, have called them chips. So it depends, I suppose. They still haven't quite taken the name culture across yet. So some people have embraced the name as a crisp, as in a crisp to have a food like sandwich or something like that. But other people, when referring to crisps as we were, refer them back to the Americanism of chips. So
in the USA, do they have different flavors of crisps or potato chips?
They do. Yeah, they do. They're not as extensive as we have. I mean, we have something like, was it 300 types or something like that over here? We have loads.
Yeah, I mean, they would be blown away, wouldn't they? We go, well, prawn cocktail and all of this stuff. I mean, prawn cocktail must be my favorite one, I must say. But
where do you get
prawn cocktail crisps?
Yeah,
that's awful. I don't know. This is I don't understand. Your taste has gone completely, hasn't it?
What about
COVID you had? It's just
what's wrong with taste? A Walker's. There's got to be Walker's as well. Walker's prawn cocktail crisp, just the business. But there's another one, red onion and balsamic vinegar flavor. I like that.
I see now we're going partial, aren't we? You'll be coming back with sweet chili flavor next, don't you?
Oh, sweet chili's all right though, isn't it? But everyone does that.
Yeah. But back in the old days, you remember back in the old days, boys, when you could only get roughly about 3 flavors of crisps. They were either salt and vinegar, they were cheese and onion, or they were plain crisps with a little blue bag in them that you used to take out and pour salt in them yourselves.
Yeah, but not only was it a blue bag, it was a twisty bag.
It was.
They brought it back, didn't they? They tried bringing it back a few years ago, and it was a pre-sealed little bag. No, you had to do it the correct way, the little twisty bag.
Health and safety, wasn't it? It was a sachet, wasn't it? You couldn't open.
You couldn't open. It couldn't open. But no, the original one was a little piece of green.
And Smith's crisps, of course.
Of course, that was the only ones that did that.
Do you ever add vinegar to your crisp sandwich?
It makes them soggy.
No,
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. If you just do it at the last minute, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, especially beautiful.
But why not buy balsamic flavored crisps?
Excuse me, hold on. Prawn cocktail. Now he's on about. Hold on. He's just showing that he's just showing really that all he's trying to do is to say, I am down with the youngsters.
Well, look, I'll tell you what, we need to make an Old Brits video in one of our manners of crisps. So we did chip butties, didn't we, a while ago?
We
did. We didn't video it. We recorded it as a piece of audio. Took a few photographs, but we need to do a proper like chef style, like James Martin or all of the other celebrity chefs. I can't remember. We need to. We do it in the style of Keith Floyd because he liked to drink as well, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yes.
So, excuse me. We need to do a crisp sandwich video special, Old Brits, Old Gits style, and I will educate you on the virtues of a prawn cocktail flavour crisp sandwich.
And we'll poo-poo that, but we won't put the
I'm not having poo-poo in mine, I'll tell you.
Well, you know,
we won't put it in the sandwich. But we could do that, but we need really to borrow. We should borrow a really top-class restaurant or top-class kitchen.
And we need a director and producer.
Yeah, well, so you've got your
and we need a runner as well, of course.
Runner.
Yeah, come get the crisps. Someone can get some more crisps.
Yes.
If we run out, you go down the co-op, please. And get
some more crisps. I think you're onto something here. This is where this will be the beginning of the Old Brits cooking show.
Indeed, yeah. No, everybody does a cooking show, don't they? So
yeah,
you know. And before
this could be the start of our big Instagram pages, boys.
It could be, yeah.
Lots of people have grown on Instagram because of all this sort of lot.
Well, you know, a lot of people grown at Instagram, don't they? Let's be perfectly honest. But we could even do TikTok. I mean, we've not done much on a TikTok, and you know, apart from time to time. But maybe we could do.
Whose phone is it? It keeps going.
Hey, what's going on?
It's not mine. I tell you, I've put mine on silent because I was fed up with it going off. So it's not mine. Whose is it? Come on.
No, it's not mine either. Mine's always on silent. In fact, mine isn't here.
This is like school, isn't it? Right, come on. You're not leaving the car. You tell me whose phone's gone.
Put your phone away. I'll tell you what, if you were in school, you'd get the rubber thrown at you before now.
Perfect.
If I was watching the World
back to rubber again. We had a program of rubber last week. We're back onto rubber again.
I was watching the World Championship final of the snooker over the weekend, just gone. And the referee said, right, whose phone's that? If it goes off again, I will come into the audience and I will confiscate it from you. That's what he said. It was very funny. And he got a big clap from the rest of the audience as well.
Wow.
Not surprised. There was a 147 there, wasn't there, over the weekend?
There was, yeah. 147.
Unbelievable.
Very good. Yeah.
Good have it, Mark Selby.
Mark Selby got 147. Yeah, good on him as well.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff.
David's glazed over again. Look, he's
it's gone.
He's put that in the bin with the prawn cocktail crisp.
That's gone there. So
I tell you what, snooker is the only program where you can touch cloth on telly.
Yes, indeed. And go in off the pink.
Well, I think
I was going to go that further, but I'm holding it there. I'm holding it there. All right.
Well, off the pink.
I'm going one colour further, but I'm not going there anymore.
No, don't go there, please.
Don't go there. No, it's not good.
On many levels, don't go there.
Yeah. Maybe it's time again now for another song.
No, not quite yet. Our timing on the show has gone all to pot.
Yes.
Black. Since we were cancelled by one radio station, our timing's gone to pot on the show. It's all their fault.
No change there. So let me bring it back on point then, as we were saying before then, with our American cousins and crisps. And David, your choice of crisp would be?
Mine would be salt and vinegar, but a special salt and vinegar.
Oh, like what? What, sea salt and vinegar?
Chardonnay vinegar.
Yeah.
And sea salt.
And sea salt from which salt flaps?
Well, I don't mind where they get the salt flats from. I don't mind. I'm not bothered by that. But they have to be those, and they have to be the big crisps. You know, the big ones as opposed to the little bits.
Well, you need a big crisp the size of your gob, don't you?
Absolutely, I do indeed. Yes.
No change there. Then
what would yours be then, Chris?
Mine would be humble salt and vinegar.
Yes,
every time.
Okay. Well, we can try each other's, can't we? And the crisps. And
exactly right.
Yours would be prawn cocktail.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, Johnny can shove yours. I'll just stick to.
We'll just try it and go. This is a waste of time.
Yes.
Yeah. So we should do this. We need to borrow the kitchen or a posh restaurant to do this, and you need to get your friend from the. I'll
phone up my lookalike. I'll phone up Greg and ask him if he can borrow the Master Chef kitchen.